Hi, everybody. This is your good old friend JR, and I'd like to thank you for downloading the latest edition of Great A Nation. I get to talk about things on here that I wouldn't normally talk about with that Alabama fat ass Conrad on Grillin' JR. So I'd like to thank you for taking the opportunity to listen in on what I have to say. And I have some few thoughts that I'd like to get off my barbecue chest. Yeah, that's right. Have I mentioned my barbecue sauce yet? Go buy it, because I have developed a terrible, terrible proclivity for alcohol. I can barely speak. My words are slurred. That's all right. That's okay. Even though I'm an announcer for the second largest wrestling promotion in the world today, AEW Root Beer. And it's something where I've always loved to sit back and drink a nice cool drink, but after my wife Jan passed away, after being dumb enough to not wear a helmet when she was on a scooter, and her brain turned into a squashed watermelon, I developed a proclivity for alcohol. I admit it. And the purchase of JR's barbecue sauce helps to satiate my appetite for Twisted Teas, Mike's Hard Lemonade, and everything in between, okay? So if you're going to have good old JR, you're going to buy my barbecue sauce, and if not, well, you can pretty much pound sand, you got it? But nonetheless, I wanted to talk about the scam called Starrcast, because the Alabama fat boy Conrad thought he was going to get The Undertaker to go to his little homo convention. Didn't happen. Thought he was going to get Kurt Angle. Didn't happen. Shawn Michaels. Didn't happen. Had the audacity to try and get Vince McMahon to appear. And that's not going to happen. So, we ended up trying to prop up decrepit old Ric Flair, who destroyed his body with alcohol. I can relate. I could barely talk. My face is totally frozen. My face looks like a pint of Ben and Jerry's in terms of expression. You know, it can't move, and that's okay, because I'm good old JR, and if you say anything nasty to me, you're a bigot against Southerners, okay? That's right. I play that card. You're a bigot, or you dislike people with disabilities. I like to attack people. I attack people for giving me constructive criticism, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it, because I put my black hat on and take pictures with all the smelly little fat asses that are wrestling fans at these rinky-dink conventions, and they eat me up. Haven't mentioned my barbecue sauce yet. Please go buy it, because I really would like peppermint schnapps right now. Nonetheless, Conrad Thompson had a Starrcast event planned with Ric Flair, partially because Rick is family to Conrad. Conrad married one of Rick's daughters, not Charlotte, not the good-looking one, one that looks exactly like Rick. So Conrad is on top of a woman that looks like Ric Flair. And, you know, if anyone should have a drinking problem, it should be Conrad. It should be that Alabama's fat ass. So instead of drinking, he copes with Golden Corral, and I can't blame him. Golden Corral has a delicious variety. If they had JR's barbecue sauce, that would be nice, but, you know, they're owned by Jews, I think, and we all know how the Jews are. Yes, that's right. This is real good old JR telling it like it is. So, Conrad thought he was going to be able to exploit his father-in-law at Starrcast. Didn't pan out. Rick's health is bad. Who knew that years of alcohol abuse and taking bumps on a wrestling apron would probably affect someone's body? Who would have guessed that? Who would have guessed that? I guess it all amounts to the 2 C's. Cash and creative. Rick has no cash and is no longer creative because his brain cells are about as vibrant as my wife Jan's. Anyway, yeah, that's right. I'm working blue tonight. Working blue, working stiff, and that's okay because I'm JR, and there's nothing anybody can do to affect me. You know, I put my hat on, and I have superpowers. It makes me immune to anybody's criticism. Actually, I drink away the pain, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm JR, and you're not. So, Conrad thought he was going to be able to exploit his daddy-in-law, Ric Flair, and Rick got sick and had to have a procedure done. Canceled 2 major events for Starrcast, and now Starrcast doesn't have anything going for it. If you want to meet Todd Pettengill, maybe you can come to Starrcast, but that's pretty much it. If you want to meet the gobbledygooker, maybe you can come to Starrcast. If you want to meet oh God, there's just, it's a mess. I mean, let's just be honest. And I put some money up into this, and I thought I was going to get a return on my investment, and that little Alabama fat ass is going to choke. He's choking with this Starrcast. It's going to bomb. Very disappointing. Not as disappointing as my wife's brains exploding on red asphalt, but that's neither here nor there. So if you can, have I mentioned my barbecue sauce yet? If you can, listen to Grillin' JR. I give details about how to access my barbecue sauce, and we talk about things that happened in the past, and I take none of the blame for it and pass the buck on to everyone else. Sounds good, right? Sounds like good old JR. Well, anyway, you can all go screw yourselves if you don't buy my sauce, and that's pretty much all I had to say for now. Thank you. Take care.